Jim Rohn once said that formal education will make you a living. If you become self-educated, you can create a fortune. You know, we're all taught all of our life to go to school, get a good education, go to work for a good company. The reality is that that's not how you create wealth. It's about personal education. Jim Rohn once said that formal education will make you a living. If you become self-educated, you can create a fortune. Over the years, I've attended a lot of different seminars. I've met a lot of different people that have done extremely well and have become financially independent in different niches in all types of different industries and markets. And they all have one thing in common. It's that they became personally educated, not just formally educated. Over the past year, I've met more than a dozen people that were all making over $1 million a year. And I was just trying to define what's the common denominator. And here's what I think the number one thing is in common. The people that made it had serious reasons for making it. They had strong driving reasons. But the other thing that I found that's just as much fascinating is that of the ones that had a college degree, none of them were making their fortune in the field that they had studied in college. Whether they went to school or not, every single one of them realized that you have to do something different. You have to pay a price, maybe a price that society doesn't tell you that they think you should have to pay. There's a lot of people that go to school and get a good education and go to work for a good company, and they have this attitude of entitlement. I did what society told me to do. Now I'm entitled to make a good living. Where's my money? That was me. I worked my tail off to put myself through college, to become a pharmacist. That was my attitude afterwards. It wasn't until I lost it and was not able to find permanent employment for 2 years that I realized that success, financial freedom, was up to me and not to my job or to my degree. I've heard it said that all the A students end up working for the C students, and it's really true. Over my lifetime, the people who have had the most success hired people to work for them that were all sharper than they were. The people that they hired all had skill sets that they didn't have themselves. They hired a lot of people, highly intelligent people, to work for them. Really highly intelligent people that were A students who ended up working for them. Let me illustrate that. During the First World War, a Chicago newspaper published a certain editorial in which, among other things that they said that Henry Ford was an ignorant pacifist. Now, Mr. Ford objected to that statement. He actually sued the newspaper for libeling. When the suit was tried in the courts, the attorneys for the newspaper placed Mr. Ford on the witness stand so that they can prove to the jury that Mr. Ford was ignorant. The attorneys asked him a lot of questions, and a lot of them were intended to prove that he, by his own words, that he didn't really know what he was talking about and was an ignorant person. They asked him questions like, who was Benedict Arnold, and how many soldiers did the British send over to America to put down the rebellion of 1776? In answer to that last question, Mr. Ford replied, I don't know the exact number of soldiers the British sent over, but I've heard that it was considerably a larger number than the ones that went back. Well, finally, Mr. Ford got tired of the questions, and in reply to one particularly offensive question, he leaned over and pointed his finger at the lawyer who had asked the question and said, if I should really want to answer that foolish question that you've just asked, or any of these other questions that you've been asking me, let me remind you that I have a row of electronic push buttons right there on my desk that I can summon to my aid men who can answer any question that I desire. Now, will you kindly tell me why I should clutter my mind with general knowledge for the purpose of being able to answer questions when I have men around me who can supply me with the knowledge that I require? There's a lot of good logic to that reply. That answer floored the lawyer. Every person in the courtroom then realized that that was not the answer of an ignorant man. Any man is educated who knows where to get the knowledge he needs and how to organize that knowledge into a definite plan of action. Well, through the assistance of his mastermind group, Henry Ford had at his command all the specialized knowledge that he needed to enable him to become one of the wealthiest men in America. It was not essential that he had the knowledge himself in his own mind. I don't care what society has told you. As Jim Rohn rightfully has said, formal education makes you a living. If you become self-educated in the right industry at the right time, you can create a fortune. You can create a fortune here, and it's not difficult. Just do simple things over and over and over again and teach other people to do the same thing. I ask you, do you want to fail or do you want to succeed?